The metal building guys already have the lifts unloaded and ready to go. They carry these lifts on this nice little trailer setup that they have over here. As you can see, they can just simply back the trailer right up to the concrete and unload the lifts, and obviously put them back on when they're done. We got the pipes here. These are 4.5-inch pipe, schedule 40, brand new pipe. That's all we ever use is brand new pipe. That other guy over there, he's cleaning up the plates, the metal plates, so they can weld to them. And as you can see, they're laying out all the pipes. All right, so they got the continuous roof trusses right here. This is how they haul them. And as you can see, they're already painted except for the ends right here, because this is where they're going to be welding. So if they were to paint, it's just going to burn off. So that's why they don't do that until they're on. But these are 50-foot trusses. Believe it or not, these guys double check everything. I guess they don't trust the concrete crew. This is going to be a big lean-to right here. So what we did is, because the lean-to slopes, we put a curb right there where the wall is going to be. Let me show you what we did here. See that right there? That's where the wall is going to be. So when you look at it from the outside, it's going to look nice and level with everything else. However, the lean-to slab is actually sloping down that way. They're getting all the poles stood up. This is a 2-story building, so the poles are pretty tall. So what they do at this point is they simply run one bead on the bottom. Whenever they get all the trusses up, that's when they come back and they run 2 additional beads. They're just getting them tacked up. The next step is to put all the trusses up. And once all the trusses up, then they put the purlins on the roof. Once all that's done, then they verify everything straight. A lot of times they have to use toe straps to pull everything in alignment, and then they weld the pipes. So keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna go get some lunch and we'll be right back. In the comments, see how many of you guys can tell me what this is. So it's a water hose, clear, with blue liquid inside. Let's see how many of you guys can tell me, or women can tell me what it is before I tell you. I will tell you later what it is, and I will even show you how it works. Okay, so he's shaking his head yes to the other guy. And again, the hose goes all the way over here. And right there, and he put a line right there. There he goes again. He's gonna go do another one. So this guy keeps moving all around the slab from pipe to pipe. The other guy is not moving. He's still at the same place, and he's holding the hose right up to that pole like he was earlier. And so is this guy. You guys see that water's bouncing up and down. Alright, so the water quit moving now. There it is, he's gonna mark it. There he goes again, he's moving again to a different pole. So anyway, what they're gonna do, that guy's gonna stay there the whole time, and this guy's gonna go from pole to pole and mark them all using that clear hose with blue liquid. The question is, what is that hose called and what is it used for? I bet you the ones that know what it is probably haven't seen one in many years. Well, WD Metal Buildings, they use one on every job. They keep it in the trailer because that thing never fails, ever. And bonus points if you know what the blue liquid is and why it's blue or what it does. All these pipes have a mark on them. All of them. Same mark, same place. That mark is on every pipe, and that mark is level. So whenever they're doing the trusses like they're doing now, they're always gonna work off of that one line. So from now on, every measurement they take, it's gonna be off of that one line, okay? Because concrete can be slightly off, so they're not gonna go off of the concrete. They're gonna shoot that line first, and then, like I said, every measurement is pulled off of that one line. So we got 2 guys welding up here. Got this guy and that guy on the lifts. You can see they're cutting pipes right now. They're cutting them to height and they're prepping them for the trusses. And the other guys down there, they're getting the truss painted. They're giving another coat of paint, and then they're gonna bring it with the truck and they're gonna bring it to these guys. By then these guys are gonna be ready, then they're gonna drop it in place. They're gonna weld it. The guy on this side, they stab the pipe inside the 4.5-inch pipe, the truss pipe, and on this side they cut a saddle and they drop it in place. The guy in the middle, he's up there with a level. He's gonna make sure that truss is level, or plumb technically, and then these guys are gonna tack both ends. Once it's tacked and secured, this guy's gonna let go of that cable, and then they're gonna go get the next one. They are now welding that truss, and like I said, the other guys down there, they're getting the other one ready. So it's a non-stop procedure. These guys have it all figured out. They've been doing it for a long time. All right, so this is what it looks like on one side. This is where the truss is gonna stab in, and over there the other guy is prepping the pipe for the other side of the truss. He's actually putting a saddle on that side. Also, because this is an end wall, we have an additional 2 pipes, 4.5-inch pipe, and I don't know if you can tell, they both have saddles right in the middle, and that's where the truss is going to sit. All right, so this is the view from the top of the lift. All right, so that's how it stabs on this side. And then they're gonna work on the other side in the meantime. All right, so now that the truss is in place, they're gonna go ahead and tack it. Guy over there is making sure it's plumb, and then the other guy on the other side is also tacking the other side.
Right.
All right, now the hook comes off and done. Well, not done, they still have to weld it. All right, so now they're gonna get the trusses for the lean-to. All those trusses go in the lean-to over there. That's a 30-foot lean-to. So this is what it looks like after it's been welded. As you guys can see, the entire truss sits inside the pipe, and it's welded all the way around and on the other side as well. Most people that do this type of work, they will put the truss on top of the pipe, and then they'll just weld just a half moon underneath on both sides. But as you guys can see, this gives you a lot more surface area to weld on, and it's obviously a lot more secure. So this tab right here, this is where the purlin is going to go, the roof purlin. They're going to set that on top of the pipe. They're going to weld it to here, and that's that. That's the last truss for the metal building. Like I said, now they're going to move on to doing the trusses for the lean-to. All the purlins are here for the roof. The lean-to is not going to have soffits, so we're going to do a galvanized purlin on the lean-to and on the roof extension, because it's going to be outside. So if it's not going to have soffits, we use galvanized. Everything else we use red. So all these purlins are American made, and they are made to order. I'll show you what I mean. See this purlin right here? This purlin is 23 feet long, 2 inches, and 0/16. This is a 16 gauge, and this is an 8-inch purlin. So as you guys can see, every purlin is marked with the length and the gauge. So these purlins we can order in increments of 1/16. So it's pretty impressive that they do that for us. Well, they don't just do it for us, they do it for anybody. But like I said, these are all made to order. Once the purlins are ordered, there's no cutting on the job site. Just throw them up and they all will have a factory cut on them. A water level is nothing more than a clear tubing pipe or hose, whatever you want to call it, and full of water. This one actually has windshield wiper fluid so that it doesn't freeze in the winter, and it's a lot easier to see. And as you guys can tell, both ends are perfectly level. Water always seeks its own level, so it doesn't matter that you put it in a tubing or a bucket or even a lake, it's always going to be level. So that's the idea behind a water level. You hold this end, for example with this pipe, you hold it on this line, and then somebody else takes this other end and they can take it to the other pipe and then just hold it against the pipe and wait for the water to settle. And whenever the water settles, then that line over there is level with this line over here, or you know, the water level. So it's pretty basic stuff, but it works really well. I mean, people have been using water levels for centuries. That's what these metal guys like to use. WD metal buildings prefer to use a water level because it always works. They always have them with them. No batteries, nothing needed. We'll see you next time. We are Texas Barndominiums.